Anthony Chansmooth on day 71 of my 90-day challenge, and today I'm a bit excited today actually, because I guess it's been a journey over the last 70 days of really trying to work out what's going on for me next year, 2014. We're only less than a week away. Wow, less than, yeah, a few days away actually from New Year's Eve. And so I've been really thinking about, okay, what is, there's a question that Alan Watts, a brilliant philosopher and lecturer, who, there's a video that he talks about, and the question that he asks or poses is, what would you do if money were no object, right? And from that, he then talks about, you know, how he asked various students that he lectured, and everyone had different answers, and a lot of it, well, you know, some of them had, like, you know, they would be an artist, or they would be a musician, or they would travel, different types of responses. And that's been a question that's been on my mind. And even though, you know, I'm living that life, like I feel there's much more there's much more that I could step up to in 2014, and it's time to play a bigger game with a bigger vision, and I really want to help a lot more people next year, okay, and as we move along. So I thought about it and really had and this idea came to me, which is actually an idea I had a while ago, which is just being revisited now. And I feel there's two levels on which I can work on change, or helping people change, or helping society change. The first is with education, right? Working with children and equipping them with the tools and the mindsets to really go for what they want, to really make a difference whilst they're still in school. You know, you don't have to wait until you graduate school to do something great, or to help other people or your community. So working with children is still, and young adults, is still very much a big vision of mine and an intention that I'm working towards. Now to do that, well, the other level that I'm working at is with adults and people that I feel most connected with, and who I guess I'm attracting, or the universe is sending to me, or that I just resonate with, right? And what came to me today whilst I was just watching some inspirational videos on YouTube and reading different things, and I had this idea to actually just do some research to find out like levels of job satisfaction and in the US and in Australia. And I found some research that was done, and I'll link it down below if you want to actually read it, some articles which was based on some research. One talks about how 70% of adults, or 70% of employees in the US are dissatisfied. One article says 80%, and that's up for debate, but that's still, the numbers are massive. That's huge, right? And then I started to look more specifically around the Australian job satisfaction levels, and found that it's about 30% of employees don't like or hate their jobs, or are not satisfied with what they're doing. And that's still a significant amount of people. If you want to put that in perspective, 30% of what are we at? We're 22 million or something like that. That's still a large segment of the population that are not happy with what they're doing, right, currently. So that to me speaks of, okay, well, they're the people that I can connect with and relate to, because I've been there. I've been working in so maybe you know my story, maybe you don't, but I'll add a link to the video of a talk I did several years ago in front of 200 students and entrepreneurs in Waterloo in Canada, a short talk, so watch it, and it's basically the same message that I shared today, which is, you know, time is limited, and it's the one resource that we can't replace. You know, when we lose it, it's gone. Money we can make again, right? But time is special and unique, and so why would we want to spend, what if we had the choice, why would we choose to deliberately be spending a lot of time doing something that doesn't fulfill us, that doesn't, you know, make us want to be there? And so that's kind of where the realization I got today, I guess. It's like, wow, there's so many people out there who could use some support in that area, and helping them make some decisions around, you know, how long do they want to stay in that position? Because if they're anything like me, you end up in hospital, you'll become sick, your health breaks down, and then your life gets even worse, right? And for some people that's necessary. Like for me, you gotta hit the bottom before you can, you know, sort of change and go back up. But I think for a lot of people that's not necessary, and they're the people who I want to be talking to. So I've started some market research around this because I really want to get some better understanding of what issues people are really facing around this topic. So I've created a survey which I'm sending out to various people, and I'll link it down below too. So if this is something that you've been thinking about, then fill in a survey and let me know. Alright, so let's leave it there. I'm gonna continue on my bike ride here, and I'll check in with you tomorrow. Take care and talk soon.